Now, it has been 1 year since we first reported on Russian-speaking children found in an orphanage in Iraq following the brutal military operation there against Islamic State. After the report was aired, we launched a campaign too to find relatives of those children, and several people did reach out to us saying that they recognised some of them. This allowed those orphans to reunite with their families years after their parents left with them to join ISIL. Our correspondent Medina Korchenova spoke to those families to find out whether they've managed to move on after the tragic experience.
У меня одна Фатима. Все. Ничего нету.
A year ago, two small sisters, Hadija and Fatima, were brought back to their grandparents, who at the time lost all hope of ever seeing them again.
They say they feel safe here in this house. The sisters look and behave like any other child of their age, despite their traumatic experience. Their playground is now the two rooms upstairs that were once home for their parents. Their grandfather, Anvar, hasn't changed a thing since they left, and now the girls play surrounded by things that once belonged to them.
Это мой отец, папа мой.
While the oldest sister, Hadija, is open and active, Fatima is quiet and closed, often seeking the comfort of her grandfather.
She doesn't let me go anywhere. She says her dad also left in the morning and never came back in the evening. She tells me how the gas station where he worked was bombed, tells me how the planes arrived, dropped their bombs, then left.
Anvar often speaks about the day in August 2017 when they discovered their beloved granddaughters were still alive. In May 2015, both of Anvar's sons secretly left Russia to join ISIL. His eldest, Ruslan, took his wife and two young daughters and never revealed his true intentions.
About a week after they left, I received a message from my son saying they are in Turkey. I replied, "What do you mean in Turkey?" Instantly I understood everything and felt terrible. This sort of thing happened a lot of the time. A lot of young people left. Some went to join militant groups. Others went to Iraq or Syria.
Ruslan often called his father, but the last time he got in touch was when the fierce fighting began in Mosul. A short time after, he and his wife were killed in a drone strike, leaving Hadija and Fatima all alone. Weeks later, they turned up in an orphanage in Baghdad, scared and traumatized. They were among the group of children who could speak Russian. RT reported from that orphanage. The story spread, and the children were recognized.
I remember when the film crew arrived and they showed me the footage. I could not believe it. I could not believe that it was possible, that my girls could come back home.
Despite the joy of the long-awaited reunion, this past year has been difficult for the family. Anvar says it's only now that some of the girls' fear is being left behind.
Khadija remembers how difficult and dangerous it was to go get water. So when they arrived, they were always thirsty. They drank like 5 liters of water a day. Only in these past 2 weeks has that stopped, and they no longer wake up at night wanting to drink.
There are hundreds of families across Russia's North Caucasus, just like Anvar's, searching for grandchildren. Many fear they will never see them again.
If there is anything, one message, one sign that they are alive, you have to grab it. Run around, beg, ask for help. There are good people in the world.
Medina Korchenova, RT, reporting from Russia's Republic of Dagestan.
And that, in fact, was the first in a series of reports on the fate of the Russian citizens who fled with their families to join ISIL, because throughout the week we'll bring you more stories too on how the returnees are adapting to life back at home.